Hey everyone, welcome in. echohack here, and I want to show y'all the PvP zone today. You probably haven't seen too much of the PvP zone yet, and it's really important because it's actually one of the best places to level in the game. There's a lot of different places that you can level in, but we're here in the PvP zone. Of course, you have some of your sort of like typical vendors here. You have your stash over here. It's not appearing on my map for some reason, but it's right here. The stash is over here. But there's a couple of extra things here in town, so I want to show you how those work. So first of all, you have this altar of cleansing. Now, if you go in here to your menu, you can actually mark yourself for blood. And once you're blood marked, you'll see this little effect around your character. This means that you can PvP other people and they can PvP you, right? So if you don't want that anymore, you can go to this altar of cleansing, and that will remove that mark. Now, blood marking yourself can be very valuable because you can open certain chests that are only for blood marked players. So I'm going to go ahead and blood mark myself again. And then there's a number of vendors in here that can give you sort of like cosmetic upgrades, but Dinara here of Unsavory Oddities is super, super important. This effectively functions like the purveyor of curiosities. So you can get, instead of getting obols for the curiosity vendor, you can get red dust. And red dust allows you to gamble on items that you can use from the PvP zone. So you basically get this for free while you're leveling in the PvP zone. Now you might have to fight other players in the PvP zone. So yeah, so if I grab boots here, oh, I got yellows. Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's some legendaries. Critical strikes grant movement speed. That's I might keep that. That's actually pretty good. But yeah, let's grab my horse here. You can see here that the density is actually quite amazing. Like, look at all of these, you know, enemies that are just going to give us tons and tons of XP, tons of XP. And they're also dropping this currency called Seeds of Hatred. Oh, okay, so here we go. So we trap him, all right, there we go. Boom, now he's, there we go, okay. Game is giving us the real, getting us Treasure Goblin for that one that ran away. So that's good, thank you game. So we're getting these Seeds of Hatred. This is sort of the PvP currency. Now, if you die while you're in the PvP zone, you'll drop all the current Seeds of Hatred that you have, and anybody can pick those up. So if someone kills you, you actually lose all your Seeds of Hatred, and they're probably going to take all of them, and you're probably going to have to kill them to get them back. There we go. So yeah, that's a lot of Seeds of Hatred now. Well, not a lot. We've really learned how to farm these pretty efficiently, but you know, sufficient that maybe I want to turn in. So I go over to this altar of extraction, and I start this process. You can see here on my mini map this little countdown. It's 45 seconds total for the whole ritual, and it's going to spawn in a few enemies, just a few normal, kind of like whatever, really easy to kill enemies. But also what it does during this time is it notifies everyone that's in the zone that of A, where you are, so I'm at the Pallid Oasis, and B, that there's somebody there. So when you turn in, there might be a giant group of people that starts coming for you. So you need to sort of position yourself and get yourself ready. Now, you'll see there's this circle here. If you leave this circle, you actually stop the altar process. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. So I abandoned the ritual, and you can see up in the top right here, I still have my seeds. So ritual failed, right? Because I left the circle. So if you need to run away, you can, but your seeds aren't going to get turned in. They're still going to be, you know, on your character. You're still going to be killable. So make sure if you leave the ring that it's definitely the correct decision. So let's start this over. Let's get this going again. Fortunately for me, there's, well, maybe not fortunately, because I kind of want to do some PvP. There's not really many people playing the game right now. So we get to demo this for you sort of like in a natural environment without without any interference. Maybe the only time we can demo this without a whole bunch of people coming to kill us. But yeah, as you can see, the XP is actually quite good in this zone. So, you know, if you're willing to sort of like endure PvP, or I don't know, maybe you're just really good at the game and you're the person that's killing everybody and taking their seeds, you can actually profit quite well from this zone. It's one of the faster ways to level in the game. Particularly, I'll show you sort of like the best thing you can do in this zone. Let's get on the horsey. So here's the best thing you can do. You can do these events. So yeah, so while you're in the PvP zone, you can also, so you can see this is a Whispers, Tree of Whispers quest right here to do this event. So you're actually killing like 3 birds with 1 stone. You're doing your Tree of Whispers quest. You are getting sort of like the PvP currency. You're doing an event for obols, and you're just killing lots and lots of monsters because the density in this zone is super, super high. Honestly, I think at some point Blizzard will probably nerf this. This is very, very, very good XP. Or maybe not. Oh, and then we have the boss on our way. So the boss drops, he's worth a ton of XP, and he just drops a ton of seeds. So let's see if we can pull him into this. We'll hit him up. See, this is where the XP just really starts flying through the roof. So he's gonna come over here, he's gonna charge me right now. Oh well, he decided to go that way, okay, whatever. Nice. So I can kind of attack him while I'm doing this event. I'm like doing 4 things at once right now, right? So I'm doing an event, I'm doing the PvP, I'm doing the boss, and just getting an amazing XP all throughout. Okay, now he's dead. Fantastic. Oh, and this is the end of the event here, so we're gonna get our obol chest here in just a second. There's that. So boom, look at this. This is just fantastic. So the obol chest also gives you murmuring obols and just a whole giant stack of seeds of hatred. So after all of that, I have 3,000 seeds, which is already, that's one set of gambling at the vendor in town. Let me get to a safe place, and then we'll TP back to town, just to show you the vendor one more time. Oh, we have okay, gosh, I can't resist a treasure goblin, come on. One thing I love about this build is we get Bone Prison with it, which is just fantastic for treasure goblins so they can't run away. I mean, listen, Necromancer gets no movement skills, so you kind of have to bring the enemies to you. So, you know, don't at me. That's it's a rough life being a Necromancer. All right, so we can just port back to town. So of course, back here in town, we have most of the services that you would normally expect. One of my favorite things about this town in particular, by the way, is you don't have to dismount from your horse to hit your stash. So you come here to your stash, and then, oh look, Circle of the Umbral. We missed picking this up. By the way, this is fantastic. It rolled 4. What? That's really good. We're gonna be keeping that. That's gonna go into the inventory. In fact, this might be better than my current one. Holy cow. Wait, what? Shadow over... Oh, this is shadow damage. So... Yeah, unfortunately... Wow. It's crazy to think that that's not better than my current one. That's wild. But yeah, I don't have to dismount from my horse to hit the stash in town here. That's really, really good. And then, of course, the most important vendor to have on hand is the blacksmith. So we can do all the, you know, repair and that sort of thing. That's an expensive repair bill. Holy cow. And then, of course, like we showed you guys at the beginning of the video, you have your unsavory oddities. This is where you can spend all your red dust. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you liked this video, then make sure that you head down below the video and like and subscribe it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.